Thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video.
When it comes to long-term growth and success as a content creator, entrepreneur, business person, one of the most important things I feel that not enough people talk about is to be constantly learning and expanding and fine-tuning your skills. It's not only going to help you to keep your brain active and sharp, but it's also going to help you to produce much higher quality content and up your value as a creator. When it comes to doing paid brand deals as a creator or selling digital products or offering any and all services that you can, the more your skills improve, the higher quality your content is going to be, the more you can up the cost of your content. As some of you guys may know, I was a college dropout, so absolutely everything I learned about filming and editing YouTube videos, growing a YouTube channel, SEO, building and growing income streams, and pretty much every single entrepreneurial skill I have ever learned throughout my entire journey on YouTube, I have learned absolutely all of that on my own. So here are all of my top tips when it comes to learning a new skill as a creator and increasing your value. The first thing you want to do is to identify which skills you want to learn. Obviously, a blogger versus a social media manager versus a graphic designer is going to require a different skill set for each one of those roles. So depending on what it is you do, what your role is, what your career is, what space you create in, you want to really lean into your weaknesses. What is something that you're not the greatest at that you want to improve or learn how to do better? What is a skill that you've always wanted to possess but never actually found the time to learn how to do? And if you need a little bit more inspiration or some ideas on what skills you should learn or possess, then do a quick little Google search on what skills you should possess in your given career or field. It's obviously going to be so much easier to learn and develop a new skill when you get a lot clearer on exactly what it is you want to learn, exactly what it's going to help you to do, and how it's going to help you to improve and get further ahead in your field. Sort of like having a vision of your future self and what kind of creator you're going to look like once you learn and possess that new skill. Then my second tip when it comes to learning and developing a new skill as a creator is to lean into online resources. And that is why I'm so excited to tell you guys that today's video is sponsored by Skillshare, because I actually snagged you guys a full 30 days access to Skillshare's platform where I have learned so many of the skills I possess today as a YouTube creator, as entrepreneur, as business person. Skillshare is mostly known for the classes they offer in things like photography or illustration, but they also offer some real game-changing career-focused classes that will absolutely change your life. Skillshare offers the opportunity for greater control over your career and your creative path by offering all of these incredible online classes to help you further develop all the tools of your trade. Whether you are a YouTube creator or video editor or social media manager or graphic designer, Skillshare has a ton of classes to help you take your skills to the next level. Like I told you guys at the very beginning of the year, my word for 2023 is consistency, and looking for ways to become a whole lot more consistent in all aspects of my life, which meant that some of my goals for the year included really nailing down the future of my branding, finding ways to manage my time so much better, as well as really finding that consistency I was craving in both my personal and professional life. So to help me really develop all those skills I was looking for and to achieve all those goals, I've been taking some really awesome classes on Skillshare, including productivity and time management, start a business and redefine your branding, as well as diversify your income, earn passive income. Through the link in my description box, the first 1,000 of you guys to sign up to Skillshare's platform through my link will get a full 30 days free access to all of their classes. Free access to any and all of their classes that speak to you are literally one click away through that link in my description. And once again, thank you so much to Skillshare for partnering with me on this video. Now, like anything else that you learn, it's going to require a certain amount of practice. Upping my video editing skills from literally non-existent, learning how to be my own manager, developing business and entrepreneurial skills, literally none of that happened overnight. In the earlier stages, in between all the YouTube videos I was posting to my channel, I would be filming and editing some practice videos so that I could fine-tune my skills and learn new video editing practices so that I could eventually apply all those new skills to my actual videos I was actually posting on YouTube. Same thing when it came to learning how to go from making super messy and not great looking thumbnails to making highly clickable thumbnails thumbnails that would get me more views and growth on YouTube. I would take a bunch of pictures, I would hop over into Photoshop and make a bunch of practice thumbnails, so that when it came to making the real thumbnails I was putting on the actual videos I was posting on YouTube, I was going from having super messy looking, unprofessional looking thumbnails to having much more clickable thumbnails. Any and all possible opportunity you can find to have the time to actually sit down and practice those skills you're learning and developing, that is going to take you so far. Another extremely helpful and completely underutilized tool is networking with other creators. And this I really think is one of the biggest pros I've seen since starting my Facebook group for YouTube creators, is really just seeing all these creators learning from each other. Newer YouTubers who have just begun, getting advice from YouTubers who've been along for a lot longer and who have achieved the things they're looking to achieve. Learning how the algorithm works, learning how to make better thumbnails, how to edit videos better, learning growth strategies and marketing strategies. Personally, for me, I've learned so much from the YouTuber space and influencer space and entrepreneurial space through building all these awesome connections with other people in the industry who've been around a lot longer than I have and who know a lot more than I do. So I definitely recommend seeking out any and all opportunities to network with other creators and learning from other people in the industry and your space. And also, don't forget as you go along to be constantly and consistently evaluating your progress. I think it's really common for creators who are trying to grow their branding and their platforms and their audiences to sometimes feel like they've reached a standstill and they're not really improving. Sometimes you just hit that bump in the road and you feel like you're not improving, you're not growing, you're not going anywhere. So when it gets to feeling like that, just take a moment to step back and take a look behind you, look at everything you've already achieved, how far you've come so far. Just thinking back to when I was in high school and literally my biggest dream was to be a successful YouTuber. If little Annie had known back in 9th grade that YouTube would someday be my full-time job, that I would finally learn how to be a YouTuber, how to succeed on YouTube, that I would make a full-time income from this, be able to get my dream condo, definitely back then my little head would not have been able to handle any of that. But just moments like that, taking time to step back, look back on where I was back in 9th grade, looking now at where I am today, that's how I really keep myself inspired and motivated, because whenever I hit a snag or a bump in the road, I look back to the other times where it seemingly felt like I had nowhere left to go, remind myself that eventually I cleared that roadblock, I moved ahead, I grew, I improved. That just serves as the best possible example and inspiration to tell you that you will make it through and you will keep going. So that is definitely another thing that I highly recommend whenever it feels like you've hit a snag or a bump in the road. That is going to help you to stay so much more motivated. And if you guys are looking for any more tips and tricks on how to build, grow, and monetize your social media platform, then here are 2 more videos of mine that YouTube thinks you will love. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!